A very good morning and Assalamualaikum to all audiences and panelists. My name is DALILLA HANIE binti Danial ARIF as the moderator of today's forum. It is a great day today to discuss an interesting topic about the development of advertising. Before I go further into this topic, I would like to introduce our panel for today. With us today is Athirah binti Saad as our first panel, Siti HAJAR binti ABDULLAH as our second panel, and moving on to the third and fourth panel, which are NURSYUHADA binti Muhammad Salim and NURIZZATUL IZZATI binti ZAIDON. So as we all know, advertising is a form of promotion used to sell a product or service to a specific audience in order to convince people to respond favorably to what has been marketed. Advertising is a tactic and practice that is used to draw attention to items and services. The main objective of advertising are to inform, persuade, and entice consumers to participate in the culture of consuming by making purchases. Delivering persuasive communication that persuades another party to change thoughts or attitudes is the ultimate goal of advertising and marketing techniques. So for further detail about advertising, I would like to seek information from the first panel, which is Miss Athirah, about the history of advertising. Can you tell us about the story of advertising, like what year does it started developing and so on?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. Okay, the first written advertisement in advertising history was discovered in the Egyptian ruins of Thebes in 3000 BC. And in the early 1800s, we saw the rapid growth in direct advertising, and advertising agency flourished in the United States from the 1900s to 2000s, and with radio advertising in 1922 and pay-per-click advertising in the 1950s. Online display ads were introduced in 1994. Since the early 2000s, the use of the internet has become widespread, leading to the introduction of mobile ads in the early 2000s. The era of social media marketing began with the establishment of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Nowadays, a company has realized the changes in advertising and see social media as an opportunity to further develop their brand.
Thank you, Miss Athirah, about the detailed explanation of the history of advertising. Now we go to Miss Hajar as our second panel for today. Nowadays, advertising is very popular among businesses, and I can say that 95% of business uses advertising. But can you give us a heads up about advantages and the disadvantages of advertising?
As we all know, advertising has advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages of advertising is increased brand awareness and recognition. Advertising helps businesses build brand awareness and recognition among their target audience through strategic advertising campaigns. Companies can effectively communicate their brand message, values, and unique selling propositions by constantly exposing consumers to their brand through various advertising channels. Businesses can establish a strong presence in the market and differentiate themselves from competitors. Then, advantages of advertising is expanded customer base and market reach. Advertising enables businesses to expand their customer base and reach a broader market. By reaching out to potential customers could target advertising campaigns. Companies can generate leads and attract new customers. Advertising also allow businesses to tap into new markets and explore untapped opportunities for growth. Through effective advertising strategies, companies can increase their market share and gain a competitive edge. So we move to disadvantages of advertising, which is high cost. We all know that advertising can be a costly endeavor, especially for small and medium-sized businesses with limited budgets. Running advertising campaign across various channels such as television, radio, print, or digital platform can require significant financial investment. Additionally, ongoing advertising expenses to maintain brand visibility and market presence can burden businesses, particularly in highly competitive industries. That's all the disadvantages and the advantages of advertising.
Thank you, Ms. Hajar, on a clear vision about the advantages and disadvantages of advertising. Next, I would like to hear from our third panel, which is Ms. Shuhada. So, Ms. Shuhada, I've done a bit of research and I found out that there are 11 steps in advertising. Could you please give us the description of the first six of steps in advertising?
Thank you, Miss Dalila, for your question just now. First of all, I will explain about the first step in advertising, which is briefing. The importance of briefing is to avoid misunderstanding and make sure the spread of accurate information is well delivered to audiences. Next, the advertising team needs to understand the objective, such as to increase brand awareness, increase sales, or launch a new product. Hence, the objective must be clear and appropriate with the selling items to produce the right advertising design to make sure the purchases going well. After setting the objective, research should be done by marketers to collect sorts of data regarding the target market, competitors, and consumer behavior. Research could be done in qualitative or quantitative mode. So this step could make sure the company know about the level of customer satisfaction and to determine whether the advertisements are well delivered or not to the target groups. Next, target audience is defined as a specific group of people or demographics that advertising aims to reach and influence consumers over time. That is why research are made. So this group also could increase the company's profit by purchasing items as well as being a references for the company to improve the business strategies. Furthermore, media selection plays the main role in advertising to make sure the target groups will receive the messages. However, before choosing the media, marketers should consider a few factors such as budget and circulation of the medium. So, marketers should choose the right channel to promote the advertisements, such as by using video advertising. Last step for my part is setting the budget, where it is compulsory for the company to estimate advertising expenses to avoid overspending or less spending that will affect the quality of the publication. So that's all from my part.
Thank you, Ms. Shuhada, for your explanation. Moving on to our last panel, Ms. Izzati. Can you continue to explain the 5 more steps in advertising?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. Next is designing and creating the ads. Graphic design, also referred to as advertisement design, combines marketing with design to create visual messaging for audience for certain goals, such as promoting an event or service. Design includes color tone, elements, the arrangement of message and background. Then, persuasion. Research have discovered that people all around the world do not strive for perfection, even when given the chance to optimize key element of their life, according to a study published in Physiological Science. The next step is to know where and when the advertisement needs to be advertised. Each customer has daily routine that include social media usage. Understanding customer behavior is essential for effective marketing. Plan their day accordingly, including the times they wake up, leave for work, and return home. And then the most important step in putting an advertisement campaign into action is advertisement education. In this stage, an advertisement is carefully examined and placed in the appropriate media while taking the advertisement goals into account. Last but not least is performance. The advertiser reviews and evaluate the advertisement's performance in the final step. Performance. The consumer response will be used by the advertiser to determine whether they are happy with the product and the advertisement.
Thank you, Ms. Izzati, for the beneficial information about steps in advertising. Now we have come to the end of our forum, but before anything, I would like to conclude that in conclusion, advertising is a powerful tool that plays a crucial role in promoting products, influencing consumer behavior, and generating revenue for businesses and media. It serves as a means to inform, persuade, and attract customers by creating awareness, building brand recognition, and driving sales. So, well, I think that's all from us today. I would like to thank all of the panel for joining our discussion, and thank you to our audiences for leaning your ears. Thank you once again, and hopefully we will meet again in another forum.